Which of the following describes the short-run aggregate supply curve? A. Vertical. B. Horizontal. C. Upward sloping. D. Downward sloping. Answer: C. In the short run, the aggregate supply curve is upward sloping because as prices increase, firms are willing to supply more output. Which of the following causes cost-push inflation? A. Increased consumer demand. B. Rising production costs. C. Decreased government spending. D. Increased imports. Answer: B. Cost-push inflation occurs when production costs rise, leading to a decrease in aggregate supply and an increase in prices. What is the primary cause of demand pull inflation? A. Decreased aggregate demand. B. Increased aggregate demand. C. Increased aggregate supply. D. Decreased production costs. Answer: B. Demand pull inflation happens when aggregate demand exceeds aggregate supply, causing prices to rise. In a perfectly competitive market, which of the following statements is true? A. Firms have significant market power. B. There are many buyers but few sellers. C. Goods are differentiated. D. Firms are price takers. Answer: D. In perfect competition, firms have no control over prices and must accept the market price, making them price takers. Which of the following is a characteristic of a monopoly? A. Many firms. B. Easy entry and exit. C. A single seller. D. Identical products. Answer: C. A monopoly is characterized by a single seller who has control over the market and can influence prices. In which market structure is product differentiation most important? A. Perfect competition. B. Monopoly. C. Monopolistic competition. D. Oligopoly. Answer: C. In monopolistic competition, firms differentiate their products to attract consumers, even though many firms compete in the market. Which of the following is most likely to happen if the government imposes a price ceiling below the equilibrium price? A. A surplus will occur. B. A shortage will occur. C. Demand will decrease. D. Supply will increase. Answer: B. A price ceiling set below the equilibrium price results in a higher quantity demanded than supplied, creating a shortage. Which of the following describes the term opportunity cost? A. The additional cost of producing one more unit. B. The benefit lost by choosing one alternative over another. C. The financial cost of an investment. D. The total cost of all factors of production. Answer: B. Opportunity cost refers to the value of the next best alternative foregone when making a decision. Which of the following is the primary tool of monetary policy? A. Government spending. B. Taxation. C. Open market operations. D. Price controls. Answer: C. Open market operations, where central banks buy or sell government securities, are a primary tool used to control the money supply. Which of the following best describes fiscal policy? A. The government's use of taxation and spending to influence the economy. B. The central bank's use of interest rates to control inflation. C. The reduction of tariffs to promote trade. D. The regulation of prices to prevent inflation. Answer: A. Fiscal policy involves government decisions regarding spending and taxation to influence economic activity. Which of the following is not a macroeconomic question? A. What determines the level of economic activity in a society? B. What determines how many goods and services a nation produces? C. What determines how many jobs are available in an economy? D. What causes a firm to grow? Answer D. Macroeconomics focuses on the economy as a whole, while this question pertains to a firm's growth, which is a microeconomic issue. Technological change has the largest impact on which form of unemployment? A. Frictional unemployment. B. Cyclical unemployment. C. Structural unemployment. D. All of the above. Answer C. Structural unemployment is caused by changes in the structure of the economy, often due to technological advancements. If the national economy is closed, i.e., a country has no interaction with the rest of the world, then A. GNP GDP. B. GNP GDP. C. GNP equals GDP. D. All of the above. Answer C. In a closed economy with no foreign transactions, gross national product, GNP, equals gross domestic product, GDP, as there are no net exports or imports. Which one of the following refers to the recurrent ups and downs in the level of economic activity? A. Economic boom. B. Economic trough. C. Unemployment. D. Business cycle. Answer D. The business cycle refers to the fluctuations in economic activity, characterized by periods of expansion and contraction. One of the following is not true about the evolution and recent development of macroeconomics. A. The classical view was the predominant economic philosophy until the Great Depression. B. Keynesian economics is more useful for analyzing macroeconomics in the short run. C. The most recent wave of new Keynesian economics is more micro-based. D. Monetarists argued that fiscal policy, not monetary policy, addresses macroeconomic problems. Answer D. Monetarists believe in the effectiveness of monetary policy rather than fiscal policy to control economic issues. Which of the following is a key concept of aggregate demand? A. Consumption demand. B. Government spending. C. Net export demand. D. All of the above. Answer D. Aggregate demand includes consumption demand, private investment demand, government spending, and net exports. The aggregate demand curve is A. Upward sloping. B. Downward sloping. C. Vertical. D. Horizontal. Answer B. The aggregate demand curve slopes downward, indicating that as prices fall, the quantity of output demanded increases. Which of the following is a determinant of aggregate demand? A. General level of income. B. Real interest rate. C. Level of exports. D. All of the above. Answer D. Aggregate demand is influenced by income levels, interest rates, and the level of exports among other factors. Which one of the following is not a determinant of aggregate supply? A. Cost of inputs. B. Availability of domestic resources. C. Tax policy of the government. D. Preferences of households. Answer D. Aggregate supply is determined by factors like input costs, resource availability, technology, and government policies, not household preferences. In the short run, lower aggregate demand will cause A. A large decrease in the price level, but no change in the level of output. B. A lower price level, but only a slight decrease in the level of output. C. A lower level of output, but only a slight decrease in the price level. D. A large decrease in both the price level and the level of output. Answer B. In the short run, a decrease in aggregate demand leads to lower prices and slightly reduced output, depending on the flexibility of prices and wages. Which one of the following is the primary focus of microeconomics? A. Economic growth. B. Behavior of individual markets. C. Unemployment. D. Inflation. Answer B. Microeconomics deals with individual markets, prices, and how consumers and firms make decisions. An oligopoly is characterized by A. A large number of sellers in the market. B. A standardized product. C. A small number of sellers in the market. D. Few barriers to entry. Answer C. Oligopolies are markets where a few firms dominate, and each firm's decisions affect the others. A cartel is A. A single seller of a good or service. B. A group of firms that agree to collude in order to maximize profits. C. A market structure where there are many firms competing against each other. D. A market structure where there is a small number of firms competing against each other. Answer B. A cartel is an agreement between competing firms to control prices or production to maximize joint profits. The law of demand states that A. As price increases, demand decreases. B. As price increases, demand increases. C. As price decreases, supply decreases. D. As price decreases, demand decreases. Answer A. The law of demand indicates an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, holding other factors constant. Which of the following best describes market equilibrium? A. The point where supply exceeds demand. B. The point where demand exceeds supply. C. The point where supply equals demand. D. The point where supply and demand curves intersect at different levels. Answer C. Market equilibrium occurs when the quantity demanded equals the quantity supplied, with no excess or shortage. Which of the following is a characteristic of monopolistic competition? A. Many buyers and sellers. B. A standardized product. C. A small number of sellers. D. A differentiated product. Answer D. In monopolistic competition, many firms sell similar but not identical products, allowing for some degree of market power. Which of the following goods is non-excludable? A. Roads. B. Primary education. C. Police protection. D. Streaming music from satellite transmission programs. Answer C. Non-excludable goods are those where it is difficult to prevent non-payers from consuming them, such as public goods like police protection. Which of the following is an externality? A. A cost or benefit that arises from production and falls on someone other than the producer. B. An additional cost imposed by the government. C. A marginal social cost. D. An additional gain received by consumers from government decisions. Answer A. Externalities are effects of production or consumption that are experienced by third parties not involved in the transaction. A good that is rival and non-excludable is A. Private good. B. Regulated good. C. Public good. D. Common resource. Answer D. Common resources are rival goods. One person's consumption reduces availability for others, but are non-excludable, cannot easily prevent others from consuming. The equilibrium level of national output and price level is determined by the interaction of A. Aggregate demand and aggregate supply. B. Market demand and market supply. C. Consumer demand and producer supply. D. Government spending and tax policies. Answer A. The interaction between aggregate demand and aggregate supply determines the overall level of economic activity and prices in the economy.